Hi everybody, it's Nikki Morrow with To the Moon and Back Behavioral Consulting, and my job is to make your lives as parents easier in the day-to-day. So I am going to start trying to do a little bit more of a different format and hopefully get on here on a more regular basis doing lives for you all, so that if you have questions and comments, you can pick my brain and I will do my best to answer on the fly. So hi. So I usually do a video on Fridays that I release kind of elaborating more on my Wednesday quick tip. And so I'm going to do this live instead, and that way if you have any questions, you can ask me. So my tip for this week is to narrate everything. So if you want to be a more respectful parent, a big part of that is keeping your kid in the loop, letting them know what is going on, what is expected of them, because a lot of times we're so busy as parents that we just get caught up in one thing to another because we have this big to-do list to get through. And I know I'm guilty of it, but what needs to happen is we really need to just stop and slow down and kind of have a conversation with our kids and let them know that, what is on the schedule for today, what's going to happen ahead of time, so that they feel more of a part of the situation rather than just like a purse or a wallet that we're carrying along with us for the ride, because that's what it feels like to them when we don't keep them in the loop, when we just cart them around everywhere and we really don't take the time to let them know what to expect and what is expected of them. One of my big tips that I typically give parents is a preparatory warnings. So, and preparing ahead of time for different situations. So this also kind of goes in line with that. If you let the child know what is going to happen during the day, they're a lot less likely to engage you in these power struggles that go on, right? So, kids get us in these power struggles because they're feeling like they have no control in the situation. And so the more that you can give them little tasks to do, if you're at the grocery store, have them look for, the garlic or the onions or whatever it is that you know that they know how to identify, and then have them try to look for it. Or if they're at the age group where they are practicing their colors, you can say, can you find me something yellow? Just different things like that to help engage them in the activity rather than just trying to get through our tasks. I know it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of effort, but it really, so it's saying I have a bad connection. I don't know why it's doing that to me, but to get on with the topic, this also helps with if you have any type of anxiety about having to discipline your child in public. This really also helps. So getting in the habit of narrating everything that you're doing really not only tells your child, respects their boundaries and their independence by telling them what you're doing and why you're doing it, but it also tells everybody around you what you're doing and why you're doing it. So, we've all been there where we're trying to discipline our child or set boundaries in public, and our child, of course, if they're a toddler, is throwing a fit or whining or complaining, and all eyes are on us, or at least we feel like all eyes are on us. Some people are great and they say like, you go, but most of the time it's looks of annoyance and disapproval. So if you can go ahead and just narrate everything that you're doing of, you're having a hard time not touching everything. So you know what? I'm going to help your body by putting you in the shopping cart right now. And you're going to sit there because it looks like you need a little bit of help to stop touching and grabbing everything, right? So if you narrate that and the child starts flailing and just going nuts, you can get around that by narrating it. And even though you're helping their body physically, or you might have to be moving them physically, it tells everybody around you that this is why you're doing it, and you're doing it to keep them safe or keep the situation. So that is my tip for today. Also, as an added bonus, this strategy of narrating everything is great for language development. If you have a young child that is just starting to talk, or even before just starting to talk, an infant, narrate everything, talk about everything. The more words that they're exposed to, the more that they learn. That's how they learn their language. A lot of times if kids are not verbal, if they're not talking, we think it's pointless, or we feel a little bit crazy for talking to them, but it really, really helps with development and language development and getting them motivated to use their words. So I hope that you found this helpful. I'm sorry about the poor connection. I've never had that problem before, but I hope it didn't break it up too much. But I will talk to you later, and thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the tips, and thanks for listening and checking in. All right, take care and have a fabulous day. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me and let me know. All right, take care. Bye-bye.